Imagine changing your life, moving to a big city, and meeting someone with the same age and name as you. And by coincidence or fate, you end up living together. That's what's happened in Nana, an anime inspired by a manga released in 2006. Here we're gonna explore more about this work with a lot of spoilers, so be aware. Hello everyone, my name is Liz and welcome to my mess. I won't go into much detail, but I'm a beginner English speaking, so please be patient. There will be several errors. I'm gonna start by giving a big summary and then we can share some reflections. Nana Ozaki and Nana Komatsu meet in a train going to Tokyo. They both have an intense connection, but they go separate ways when they arrive. Coincidentally, they are in the same building to rent an apartment. Since they get along well, they decide to live together. Nana Komatsu is an extremely spoiled girl. We know that she had already some complicated relationships, including with a married guy who broke her heart, who had Dora. And now she's moving to Tokyo because her friends and her boyfriends are there. Nana Ozaki, on the other hand, had a complicated childhood. She got closer to some band guys and started dating one of them, who had his problems too. But together they were perfect to each other. Maybe too perfect. They have problems when they get separated. Even so, her boyfriend moves to Tokyo to fulfill his dream of being a successful artist, leaving Nanao behind. After getting some money, Nanao goes to Tokyo too because she has the same dream, but she doesn't contact him. Nana Komatsu, as I said, is extremely childish, impulsive, and believe that true happiness lies in loving and being loved. Despite this, she starts having problems with her boyfriend because he feels that she doesn't love him, but the love he gives. She starts neglecting the relationship and he falls in love with other girl and starts an affair with her. Nana Komatsu finds out. Nana will get pissed off, want to beat him up and convince Nana to get her boyfriend back. But they go home, Nana K is devastated, and later she has a chat with her friends and them try to understand both sides. One of Nana Ozaki's bandmates shows up with a new composition and convinces her to get the band back together. They find a new bassist and start their first concert as the Black Stones, or just Blats. Nana Ozaki calls Nana Komatsu Hachi in reference to the loyal dog. Nana and Hachi go to a concert band together, Trapness, the same band Nana's ex-boyfriend is in and the one Hachi is crazy about. Nana gets back with her ex and, like a gift, introduces the bassist from Trapness since Hachi has a crush on him. He is known to be an womanizer, but asks Hachi to a date and they sleep together. Even though Hachi doesn't really want it, but she says nothing. She tries to convince herself that it's true love, that he is misunderstood, and he really loves her, and not just something that happens because he's famous and an asshole. Nobu, the guitarist from Blast, reveals his feelings for Hachi, and she gets really confused about what to do, since with him, she doesn't need to feel insecure or indecisive. So she decides to break with Takumi to stay with him, but she does it during a really confusing call. Hachi discovers a pregnancy that's really unstable and have a breakdown when Takumi appears. Takumi assumes the child even though he doesn't know if he is the father, and calls Nobu and Nana. These two get devastated. Nana Ozaki runs away and Nobu goes confront Hachi. At this point, everything falls apart. Nana stays with her boyfriend and Hachi moves to Takumi's house and they barely see each other anymore. Nana bands try to move on and gets a chance to join a record label and they become a real success. But Nana is not fine. She starts forgetting things and hyperventilating. And with so much work to do, she barely sees her boyfriend, who starts having problems with her absence too. Drug problems. The anime ends with everyone meeting at a firework fest, and it implies that they keep doing this every year. And it ends like that. It's important to notice that the manga is on hiatus for an indeterminate time due to the author's health problems, and probably won't come back. But in fact, I heard some news that she might come back, but I really don't search more about it. But that's why the anime looks like he ended out of nowhere. I haven't read the manga, but I received some spoilers and there are a lot of things that happens before the anime ends. But I intend to read it. Well, since I already gave you a summary, let's reflect a little bit about all of this. Nana is an anime that is extremely easy to relate to, even if you not pass through nothing through something like that. Essentially for young adults. It talks a lot about love and real connections, so you don't just watch it, you feel it. It doesn't try to impress you with perfect twists or perfect arcs. When Nana and Hachi met and how things happened after this, it might be a destiny thing, but what happens along all the way, it feels pretty real. At first, we get to know more about Hachi, whose life seems to revolve around liking boys. Hachi is extremely naive, insecure, independent, spoiled, impulsive, childish, and immature. Her growth is really messy, slow, and sometimes, almost all the times, frustrating. She is always flirting and falling for guys, even being in a relationship. And when she gets betrayed, I do think it sucks, but I can't help thinking that she probably would do the same if the relationship lasts longer. When she gets single, she promised herself that she's not loved like that anymore, that she's going to change and be a better person and try to think about the kind of man that she wants and the kind of woman she wants to be, but she fails drastically. She keeps in a vicious cycle. It's pretty hard to like Hachi at first, cause she's always doing the same things, repeating all her mistakes and not learning from them. But something really changes when she gets pregnant and goes to live with Takumi. She stops crying and blaming herself and accepts that this is her life now. Nana Osaki, on the other hand, was abandoned by her mother in childhood and was really solitary and introvert in high school until Nobu talked to her. When she started dating Ren, the guitarist, felt as if it were the first time that she'd had someone just like her. There are a lot of comparisons in the anime with them and Sid Vicious and Nancy, a famous couple from the punk scene in the 70s. They had a toxic relationship but couldn't stay away from each other. Nana and Ren are not toxic like them were. I mean, there are not violence in their relationship, but there is this thing like they would belong to each other, you know. And when things start happening, Nana starts feeling like she is losing them, as if in a way they belong to her. And that gets pretty clear when she says to Nobu that she wants Hachi back on a leash on her garden. Nana has dates, opinions, and things that she never changes, unlike Hachi, who is always changing for someone. But at the same time, Nana seems to carry just with herself. It's not about Hachi being pregnant and helpless, and Nobu getting hurt and heartbroken. It's about Hachi being taken from her. She is so independent, but deeply afraid of abandonment. Hachi and Nana works like a mirror for each other. Their meeting is more like a catalyst thing than a destiny fairy tale. It's symbolic. Hachi gives Nana a home feeling that she never had. She sees Nana not only as an icon, but as someone to love. Nana makes Hachi feel special, seen, grounded. They seem to have even a physical thing. Hachi questions herself if she has feeling for Nana, and not necessarily because it's romantic, but because our language for love is limited, especially for Hachi, because she seems to have difficulty about separating things. They needed each other, but also didn't know how to love without hurting. Hachi seeks love to fill emptiness. Nana fears losing love and tried to hold too tightly. They too didn't know how to sustain this love in a healthy way. I don't condemn any character. Of course, I have my favorite, and in the moment, I root for them. I get angry. I hate them. I cried. But after it's all over, I'm the type who tries to understand that everyone has their own experience, their own issues, their own time, and their own growth. The only thing that really doesn't sit well with me is Yasu's love for Nana. Yasu is the drummer of Blast, a law graduate, and practically the father of the group. He's the most mature, responsible, and level-headed person in the group. He's a very good and captivating guy despite being a little more serious. Because of all this, I don't understand why he would fall in love with Nana. It kinda gives me an impression that the authors wants to force romance where it doesn't need to exist. But there's something really powerful here. He loves her, but he chooses not to have her. In fact, he is one of the responsible for bring Ren and Nana together. Maybe that's why it struck me as odd. It's not an exciting love, it's enduring love. And I understand that we don't have much control over who we love or stop loving. Well, I haven't mentioned all the characters here, but I think it was enough to give an overview of the depth of the anime and why it touched me so much. Nana is an extremely intimate anime, and I'm really sad that it's not more well known. I intend to post more videos like this, so don't forget to follow me and leave it a like. It helped me a lot. Tell me in the comments if there's anything in the anime that resonates with you, any detail you like or dislike, and your opinion. Thank you to everyone who watched it till here. I'm just starting out the scene, and it will take me a while to get used to it, but I will get there eventually. So, thank you everyone. Bye bye.